The hell was that?
This is the hell you have created for yourself.
Just standing up for my rights as a consumer.
Well, hey there. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Rogues Gallery. We got some awesome folks in the chat. Going to say hello to you fine folks real quick. Wookiee Supremacy was here bright and early. Says, get with the gays agenda, you xenophobic. Whoa, good Lord. Really going off there, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here, Wook. We got Pale Rider in the house. What's up? He says, I'm here to watch Sugar Chris, singing Lady in Red. I don't know if it's going to happen, man. I hope so. Chris is in the house under two accounts. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. We got Soul Ion coming in at a time that is not his usual. So thank you for that, my brother. I know why you're here. Don't worry. You'll get it. But thanks for being here, my friend. Hex is in the house. He's also back here with us. Also wants to see some more of that fancy red dress. Got the Clown World Review in the house. What's up, Tony? Tony's here with us as well. We're going to meet him very soon. Johnny Cage is in the house. What's up, my man? Oh, I'm just talking that trash. It's all right. Trash is welcome. Robert Romano, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Brightest Day is here. He says, hail rogues, hail to you, sir. Glacier Mountain Comics is here as well. Hail the chat, hail Red Gaze. How's everyone doing tonight? Doing fine, my friend. Thanks for being here. What About is here. Ahoy to you, sir. And our author, Stephen Walton, is also just recently I saw him pop in the back, so Wookiee, you'll probably get to hear a little bit of your Waltonisms. But first, I want to introduce our fine co-host, Katie. What's up?
Heil Earthlings.
King of the Squibs is here. It says, "Hail Squib Nation." Listen, I'm not going to denigrate squibs. I know some people do. It's not me.
Squibs are cool.
There's a big squib war going on, but we also got Tony in the house with us as well. What's up, my friend?
How's everybody doing? Thank you for having me on, and it's great to meet everybody, see all these new names in the chat. I'm excited for a good show.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for being here. It's great to see you. And our last co-host is in the house as well. What's up? Stephen Walton. How you doing, my man?
Hail Red, hail the gays community. What's going on, everybody? Hail to the chat. Good to see you guys out there. Please share out the link, smash the like, and Let's have some fun. Let's look at some indie creators and promote some good material.
Hell
Steven,
yeah,
you
that's
have so many
what it's all
teeth.
about. What did you ask me why he has so many teeth?
Yeah, like it's like advertising for.
I mean, I took care of them. Well, at least the ones in the front.
Don't you have like too much, completely like too much, like 50?
Like 50. What am I, like a mutant? Am I growing extra?
She is an unmarried human female struggling to succeed in a human male's world.
Maybe that's just her excuse for being incompetent.
Silence!
That was perfect, by the way.
I think. Well, this is.
Man, we're having a dude moment here, if you don't mind.
So what's up, everybody? How's your Thursday going? How's your week? Week's almost over.
Man, my week's going good. I'm going to catch a plane tomorrow, go see my baby girl. Going to host the Rogues from Ashley Lynn's studio and Rogue Entertainment from there. So I'm looking forward to a fun weekend.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I bet you are.
And damn right I am. I mean, some
Power Rider says the tree lover is
not
here.
trees, bush.
Wow, you upgraded or what?
Well, some might consider that a downgrade, actually.
Not me, bro. Not me. I personally love hardwood floors, but
Well, yeah. And we have two great creators here with us today. Steven, I'm going to leave it to you. Number 1 or number 2?
I mean, a good number 2 is
More dominant, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to do it to you, Hex, but you are number 2.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah.
I didn't know what he was setting me up for. I'm sorry, X.
Yeah.
I really should have worded it better. I should have said A or B. Or Alpha or Omega or something.
Damage is done now.
Nonetheless, it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Really no coming back from that, so I apologize.
Well, this is what I expected from you. But
So how you doing, Hex? How's your week, man?
great. It's almost over, and I'm happy about that. And yeah, just working hard on the book and working hard and at work.
Steven, would you read this in the tone that Wookiee enjoys?
Bring me a shrubbery.
I'm not sure that's the one he enjoys.
Excuse me?
That's what went through my head.
That's okay. That was the right thing.
That was
But,
such a manly narration, Steven.
I try and do the right thing for you guys.
Yeah.
But we have an awesome project to talk about, and that would be the Nephilim Squadron Volume 1 by our man Hex Allen here.
Oh yeah.
Now, what would you like? How would you like me to address you? I saw you had something different earlier. I don't want to spit it out there, but is Hex okay?
Oh, whatever you like. I don't know. What did you call me before?
Let's stick with X or Hex. That's what I've been calling you ever since I've known you. So it'd be weird to call you anything else.
You can't tell Gaze to call you whatever he likes because he might come up with some really off the wall stuff.
And he's got a great point.
Well, you can call me Melvin. It's okay. I don't care. I dox myself all the time. So.
Yeah, but guys, before we start the actual campaign, I mean, like it's quite late for Soul. What do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Soul Ion has come here for something very special.
Oh, is that that's right.
I'm sure all of you will enjoy it as well.
Move the guest up. Put me in the bottom.
Wait.
Yeah, where you belong.
Show the chat.
There it is.
Tell you what. Well, I can't. Yeah, I'll put Hex up top. How's that?
There you go. I'd like to mention that Nephilim is Enter the Unfamiliar's favorite word. So anybody watches
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was naturally drawn to Final DeathStar's channel. Naturally.
Soul says no need to rush it. So we got the bun. Okay, we got the bun.
Yeah,
Maybe between campaigns. Yeah.
Yeah,
your background kind of cuts it off there.
I know. I'm ready. Just in case, I'm ready. I think I nailed it actually compared to the picture, right?
I think you did. Let's see a side by side.
Wait, it's like
on and off and on, maybe.
What? Right? It's there.
Got Zayd Comics in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Phil.
Howdy, Zayd. What's up?
He says he's a fan of the buns.
This is a very special bun.
You know I am.
Oh yeah. If you're not, I'd have questions.
Naturally. I have to turn in my card.
Yeah, that's for sure. Invisible Femme Bun. You can see the resemblance. Well, I hope so. You're the one who pointed it out. But yeah, there's something extra special coming a little later on. But first things first. Yeah. Hex, my man, let's talk about the Nephilim Squadron.
The Sugar Chris and the red dress. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh, is that you want to talk about that?
No.
Very wrong. Very wrong. My genitals are thoroughly confused right now. I can't.
That means it's right. Now just remember, Chris, when you watch this on the replay, because you refuse to attend live streams, this was Hex's idea. I had nothing to do with that. All right, so let's get to number 1, shall we? Alrighty, Hex, I want you to give us your best elevator pitch for Nephilim Squadron.
Oh, all right. Well, Nephilim Squadron, Volume 1 is what I would call a hard science fantasy epic. It's an 80-page science fantasy story in full color. It takes place in the 28th century, and it's you would say a cross between Robotech and the satire of Howard Chaykin's American Flag, and it bumps into the exotic sci-fi of Heavy Metal magazine along the way. It's inspired by 80s epic anime and manga like Macross, Yamato, nice. Area 88, and sprinkled with a dash of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And if you love any of these things, or even if you've never heard of any of them, you still have to back Nephilim Squadron Chapter 1 because you've never seen anything like it.
There you go. All right, good pitch. Good pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Back, as Carla would say, back that shit.
Yeah.
Now I failed in my duties and forgot to put the links for these projects in the description. So if any of our mods will be kind enough to throw them out there, I'll just get you. I'll get you started.
Gaze.
Hey, listen, pal. You're right. I can't deny that.
I have to take every opportunity to give you shit, Gaze, because you give me shit all the time. So this is my chance. Good job.
Yeah, don't act like this isn't some kind of mutual thing here, pal. Okay, just because I have more ammo than you do doesn't mean it's imbalanced.
I'm going to get every back kiss I can get, buddy. Every single one. I like you, man. You mentioned a lot of things that I liked from the '80s, dude. I love the style that you've got here. I mean, are you the artist, or what?
Yeah.
Is this only one project, or who are you working with?
I'm a one-man army on this one.
That's awesome.
So far, I probably along the way I'll probably have to recruit some help on with some flatting and lettering. Because it's a hefty task.
Yeah, I've heard this, Hex. Is there any truth to this allegation that you draw with no pants on?
Only on camera.
Are you wearing pants now?
Well, I'm not drawing now, but I got my sweatpants on.
I'm not going to fault you. Anything with pants off is better.
That's absolutely right.
I dressed up for the occasion. I'm being a gentleman. I just wore sweatpants.
Good man, good man.
No zipper, but they're up. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Keely Chow? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Keely Chow.
Hey, Keely.
Hey, Keely.
The omnipresent person in the chat right there.
Yep.
Oh, before we go on any more, and get to the number 1 guest. I just want to show like some of the stuff I got in the mail here.
Oh yeah, you know what? I just got that in the mail today too.
Grave Robbers, and from Mike Jimmy Lorsha de Bruin, and Critical Blast, Life on Cora. Nice packaging.
Oh yeah.
And finally, this one I'm looking for. Oh, oops! Really, I covered everything with the address. This one I'm looking forward to really because it's from my man Kami Mark, and as you can see,
Nice.
Customs did me the favor, and they got their hands on it and bent it up real nice, and even opened it for me.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Thank you, Customs.
And they wanted to read it. You could have packaged it back up a little better.
Just be happy you didn't get a summary on the back of the board, you know.
Honestly, Hex, I mean, you know, what Customs did aside, that's a beautiful advertisement for everybody in the community, man. That's awesome. You backing projects. Can't wait to read them. That's a beautiful thing, dude. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Hex comes in here to show in his book, and he comes in like,
"Hi, Billy Mays here with another fantastic product
for everybody else."
Right?
I know, man. It's crazy. I got the fever, dude. It's like I think I've backed 120 campaigns. I think I should stop now.
Listen, that's entirely up to you. That's the beauty of it.
You're supposed to say
awesome,
no, don't stop.
No, well, of course not. No, man, I will never encourage somebody to spin themselves into the poorhouse. So if that's going to happen, then maybe stop. If it's not, feel free, continue.
It's my only vice. So.
Understood.
Coffee and weed and pills and
I'm with Hex. Hex is my new boy. We gotta hang out, bro.
What's up, Max? Thanks for stopping in, my friend.
Tequila.
Got the awesome one here as well.
Yeah.
He says, "Is the tree lover here?" Yes, he is. Yeah, you're covering him right now.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2 in a good way. This is where we talk about the creator a little bit. Hex, we want to hear about you. What's your passion? What drives you? What brought you here?
We heard
do you have any experience?
Pot. He already went through all that, and that's why we're gonna hang out. Like,
right on, Steven. Man, yeah, I'd love to be on your stream sometime. Well, I've been a long time illustrator, and I was a professional illustrator for a long time up until recently when I kind of failed my way into the video game industry in the early 2000s, and trying to get in as an animator there, but ended up.
Did you get a chance to sleep with Zoe Quinn during that time?
No, I missed out on.
You missed out big, brother. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well,
let's see. Solon wants to know, who is this Hex Allen guy?
Yeah, who?
Just some random dude from the internet.
It's a long story. You'd have to have a few hours because I'm an older guy. I'm an older gentleman, and it's a long story. But let's start with maybe 20 years ago. I was an animator at some small studios, and an illustrator, freelance illustrator, and then I wanted to get into the video game industry as an animator, and it was tough because I didn't have any connections. So I started off in QA, had to work my way up to finally for years to an animation position, and then back into I wanted to be more independent. So I just kind of fell into more of a technical aspect in the gaming industry, and did all my artwork independently. Oh God, this book here though I conceived of it around 30 years ago when I was a teenager, and I've been working on it off and on. It's had 2 iterations. This is probably version 2.5, I would say, and the last, because I got to stop world building. The world building's got to stop at some point. So I took it seriously, and I started actually working on it 3 or 4 years ago, on and off. And then really got serious when I found out about crowdfunding, and that started through actually. I started watching Nerdvotic videos and streams, and then all the Comicsgate stuff started coming through my streams, and I found out about Ethan Van Sciver, and was already watching your boy Zach videos, and then it for I want to know, maybe it's 6 to 9 months. I was like watching and listening to your boy Zach, and it really didn't penetrate to crowdfund my book. You know, all I wanted to do was just listen to him crap on books, or whatever, you know. And then when he started talking about his own crowdfunders, it would just like bounce off my head, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever, just you know, get to ripping up the books. And then one day it just sunk in, and I was like, wait a minute. All this time he's been kicking my ass subconsciously to get up and do this thing. So
right.
That's it. So around I don't know, 2019. That's when I really started working on it, and then I got active on the social medias around the spring of 2020 when the thing happened, and you know, there was nothing else to do. So. And then you know, took up with Comicsgate, and so yeah, that's the short version. Really.
That's awesome.
Really
I want to take issue with the fact that you said a teenager 30 years ago. I am still kind of upset. Why do black guys age so well? I wouldn't have guessed your age there, buddy. Mac, I thought Mac and he Draws was like 19 years old. I'll be honest.
I've never seen him. I've only seen him. So.
His hands are very youthful. You know, I wouldn't have guessed all the mileage he had on him. No, I mean, it's the inspiration that the entire indie sphere has generated, you know, from those first people that really got their names out there, and then just, you know, started showing us you can do it, you can crowdfund, you can create your own projects. That created where we're at right now, and it's a beautiful thing to see all of these the explosion of imagination that's going on right now, the forging of new empires and worlds, dude. And you know, like, I understand, you know, having to having the time for you to be able to do this, that's a beautiful thing. You're talking about world building earlier. So I imagine you have an expansive universe set up for this story.
Yeah. Well, it's really a self-contained story. In 12 chapters, I plan 4 volumes, so it'll be 4 campaigns, and then I'll be done with the story. But I do have a spin-off planned, and something else planned with Global Frequency Studios in my own head that I haven't told them about yet.
Well, while we're delving into the universe, why don't we discuss the universe? So tell us a bit about the universe of Nephilim Squadron. Maybe where you are at the moment. Or, I mean, hell, if you want to start from the beginning, start from the beginning.
Well, it's a story that takes place in the 28th century, and it all takes place on one planet. There's no like planet hopping or anything like that. It's when I had this in mind, I was thinking of like a platoon, sort of like a Vietnam like Quagmire. That's how long ago this I was thinking about this. And then but the planet is it's called Tamarin 12, and there's a nation of nations, actually several nations of human civilizations that started off as colonies, and through generations they've rapidly expanded into civilizations, and they kind of have a civilization sort of far removed from the Earth, what I call the Earth home system, or our solar system. So this takes place outside of our solar system, basically. And what's going on the planet is that the people there are being attacked by this strange humanoid creature. These creatures that are vast in quantity. They have their own culture, and they're rapidly evolving to be more and more like humans. And then you have this third party involved that comes in, called the Assault Interstellar Forces, and they're called in because there's not supposed to be any intelligent sentient life on this planet in the first place, in order for humans to colonize it. But it turns out, like over these past few years, this human civilization has been at war with these aliens, or there would be the native species. The humans are the aliens, actually. And so the SIF, the Soul Interstellar Forces, they're on a sort of revolve. They have a space station or spaceship.
I'm really trying to listen, but I'm staring at those breasts. I'm sorry.
In the orbit of the planet, and they're fighting. They're prosecuting the war for the humans there, and they're also trying to find out how this happened, while the civilization called Barani on the planet, it's led by a dictator who's keeping his people in line with drugs and doing weird experiments with the aliens.
So not so different than reality.
Yeah, something like that. But that's kind of just the backdrop. The story really revolves around those three characters you see there: Taru, Mecca, and Jason. And Taru's
and those front bumpers.
Yeah. Well, okay. 5 characters.
Yeah, I see 5 characters.
Yeah, honestly, it was like a slap in the face, and I'm.
Yeah, that covers being colored by me. It's not quite finished yet, as you can see, but it's a variant cover drawn by fan favorite Dan Plagle, also known as Boob Dan in the community.
So now, are these humans from Earth, or are these completely separate from? Is Earth not a thing?
Oh yeah, they're from Earth, but in this reality, you can categorize humanity in 3 different ways. They're gynoborn, which would be normal humans, humans born by a mother, and Takwin, which are a special type of clone for a special purpose, and then there are mankin, which are what I'm calling the android or skin jobs, or replicants in this world.
Right. Now, when you say special purpose, do you mean sex doll?
No. The Takwin are created originally for the sole purpose of faster than light space travel, tachyon, teleportation, that type of thing, and they can do it with ease because of just the way the constitution of their
Gotcha. So they're basically bred to withstand things that normal humans can.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so Jason and Taru, they're Takwin, and Takwin is an ancient term for an alchemical term for a clone, created through alchemical means, and that comes into play later.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, you don't have to give away the store. We got Stefan in the chat. What's up, man? He came here just to harass Walton.
What's up?
And you pronounced it right.
That jerk. What's up, dude?
Oh, come on. We know you love him.
So in this
It's
world,
no secret.
boob jobs are given out freely, I think. And she's got kind of that face that wants to talk down to you. So I'm liking the whole persona right here. I'm liking it right now.
Yeah,
that's a crutch that McEnany draws would appreciate right there too.
Right. Yeah, she's kind of the moral center of the group too.
She's the moral center.
Moral.
That's right. Devout Catholic.
I love these Catholics.
Okay. Because like earlier on you said that they are somehow designed to withstand like
Mecca.
I just wanted to know like how often have you come across the thought to have those bumpers do the test right or something.
Well, I mean, there's no better place to rest your head when you're in need of comfort, right?
Yes.
So
I feel protected.
Sense.
Yeah, I feel protected.
yeah, you definitely would be. But she's not a clone though, and you can tell by the eyes. You'll see when you see the close up of the eyes.
Nice.
It's all in the eyes. Presents.
Well, who's the character next to her?
Hold on one second there, Mr. Walton. So yeah, I was gonna say, since we got these fine folks up, let's discuss the heroes, shall we? I went on a scrolling rampage. Sorry. All right, so I will not do any such thing. So these are basically our three main characters, main heroes of this story, correct?
Right. Yeah. That's right.
So let's just go into a little bit of detail about each one, if you don't mind. You don't have to delve deeper than you want to, but just a little more info on each character, I think, would be helpful to the folks.
Yeah. Oh! You want me to go ahead? Yeah. So Teru is he's a Tarquin, and he's sort of the face of Sif and the Nephilim Squadron, and on this planet, they're also like advertising the importance of prolonging this war through the use of using Teru as like a spokesperson and using his likeness for products and stuff like that. And he's very loyal to the Sol Interstellar Forces, and kind of looks down upon the society in this Tamarin 12 or Barani, and he also has through the course of this first volume, he there's an event that happens where he realizes that he wishes he had a soul, or he wonders if he does have one, and he goes through sort of an existential crisis.
And that's where the boobs come in.
Yeah.
That's my existential crisis.
But don't worry, there's not like really a lot of navel gazing or sitting around drinking tea in this book.
No Starbucks.
There's a lot of action and sex and.
All right. Next, we're gonna hang out, bro.
All you needed to say.
And some graphic violence and.
Yeah.
But there's also some character development and going on there too.
During the sex,
does that come in with the erectile dysfunction? The story arc.
Whoa!
Today's character? No, not happening.
That'll never happen. Not in this world.
Nope. Pale Rider's making threats now. He wants to see the bun, or he's hitting dislike.
But and then you have Mecca. Mecca, she's like a natural born human, and she's the direct boss of Teru. She's lieutenant commander, and the way their structure is, the military structure, is that there's two pilots who are tethered, not physically, but they're like a team. One is like a Gynoborn. I keep saying Gynoborn.
Wait.
You have something on your mind, Heck.
I hardly.
Yes.
You
hardly
really
ever
like
say it out
reading
loud.
this, didn't you?
I never say it out loud. That's why. All right. If this doesn't get you to back this book.
Yeah, you got Gina horns, man. Buy
For
it.
God's sakes, man.
So anyway, she has trouble like keeping Teru and Jason in line because Tarquin are kind of like rowdy types and they there's nothing other than like having the ability to easily do a tachyon jump, or do faster than light travel easily. There's really nothing special about them. They don't have like super strength or anything like that, and they have normal lifespans. But the thing is that they can't breed. They go through the motions, but they kind of shoot blanks, right? So,
I knew it.
There's some kind of dysfunction going on.
So their whole thing is to live life as best you can to its fullest, and be the best you can while you can.
Awesome.
And so that's why they're kind of wild and crazy and cocky, and Mecha and the other lieutenant commander, Robin Lizard Lazala, who's not on the cover. They have trouble, keeping these two in line, and in this first volume, and that leads to a lot of trouble. That changes everything for the whole organization.
But she does know how to treat her Sims.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. That's important.
Did you say Sims?
Yeah. You said
Okay.
The Sims, yes.
Okay.
The
I was
Sims.
just making sure whether we're still in the good topic, Giant
good
ass
topic.
and bumpers and Sims and stuff.
Yeah, it's a great topic. We're having a great time here. Great.
Oh yeah, I guess more poets would be out of a job, huh? We all know Pale Rider's the father anyway.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we, now that we know that our heroes shoot blanks, at least some of them, let's discuss the villains. So who is the threat in Nephilim Squadron? Is there a big baddie organization? What are we dealing with here?
Yeah, so at first glance, you would think those strange-looking aliens who are killing all the humans on the planet are the bad guys, but really it's the Barani governmental concern, the BGC. That's the dictatorship that runs Barani on the planet Tamarin 12, led by Seaton Kokar, and he is a dictator who will do any by any means necessary, to get things. He'll get things done, and he's.
Is his name Biden?
You know what? There's still time to change it. Still time to change it. So yeah, Seaton Coker. He rules with an iron fist, but he's sort of a benevolent dictator, and he came to power through a revolution some decades before the story takes place, and he's at odds with the Soul Interstellar Forces, SIF, because he wants to completely wipe out if not wipe out and control and imprison the El Savali creatures. What he does is they kidnap them and use their blood as a drug to use on the populace.
So I'm really enjoying the imagery here. Some of these creatures are very different. They're I like it. I like the originality.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a big influence. One of my big influences is like Mobius, Heavy Metal Magazine, and
dig that.
People like what's his name? Zoran Beltran, the guy who does the Incal. Is that his name? Yeah. Where was I?
No. So
talking about the dictator Seaton Coker. Yeah. So so he's got his own agenda for handling these El Savali guys. Yeah, that's them you see there, and they're invading one of the cities of Barani, and
cool
they've developed their own weapons that are like this chemical projectile that melts people's skin, and Seaton Coker is at odds with Sif on how to deal with these creatures, and goes through all these machinations and to cock block Sif and
cock block. I backing. I'm getting behind this book. I am going to give it a taint tickle and a back kiss. I love your wording. Your phraseology is wonderful. Hex, thank you.
Stephen Walton, the guardian of Nephilim Squadron.
I'm usually more eloquent than this.
Oh no, this is perfect. I understand this language entirely, brother. You are speaking to me right now. I enjoyed this book. I am backing.
Thank you very much. Wow, excellent. Yeah. So, and Seaton is he's accompanied by his bodyguard, his mysterious bodyguard Hayes, and
it's like gaze.
Yeah, Hayes. Spelled just like gaze without the G. And his consigliere Tenley, who is a mannequin or a replicant, a robot basically, right? But in this world, they're called mannequin, as in kin to mankind, and
even looks like you.
Looks like me?
No, it looks like gaze. Can you tell the difference?
Like?
Only when I put on my afro wig.
Fine. Oh man!
And when he takes the afro wig down, it's blonde, actually, but the construction just stays the same. Like it's very huge.
I don't know if I agree with that assessment.
Yeah,
I just want to let you know that a storm just came through that's setting off car alarms. So if I drop out, it is not because I am masturbating to any of these panels. It's because my power has gone out.
Steven, this is going to get clipped anyway.
Man, yeah, we had a big storm here in
don't
LA,
put clipped and anything involving male genitalia in the same paragraph. All right,
Right.
You just,
of course,
right,
because everyone's masturbating here, right? I get you.
Unless you're on Scott's channel, then it's goes without saying. Thank you.
Gosh.
This is great.
So what's the overall goal of Seton? Is it just to maintain power, or is he looking to expand?
He has an ulterior motive of obtaining immortality because of spoiler reasons.
But he wants to control for all time. Basically, he doesn't want to let that go even through death.
Mm-hmm. The thing is oh man, I can't give away, but yeah, his real motive.
Yeah, never let it go.
And another layer of this that I used to put into the pitch, but I took out because it really relates to Volume 4, which you won't see too much later. Is that this story is a retelling of an ancient tale retold, but that's under the surface, and it'll be revealed later, and you'll see signs and symbols of throughout that hints to that.
So you'll be able to read back and then notice things that you didn't catch the first time,
or maybe you do.
Yeah.
Notice. Maybe like a Final DeathStar might notice himself.
Final already knows this story. He's probably covered it,
Dude's a fourth dimensional being, so he's in his own class.
With huge breasts is having sex and treating their Sims poorly. It's great.
Well, speaking of fourth dimensional beings, we have Antoine Dennison in the house. What's up, my man?
Hey,
he's got his own project coming very soon, and when you get it, my brother, feel free to hit me up.
Red Empire's Frontiers.
Hell yes.
But did you catch up the technology beast a little bit up? There he is. There he is.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Got to say hello to Scotsman. What's up, my man? Scotsman's been doing his oh shit. I know it involves brew, but that's Walton's here, so it's got my mind all scrambled when you mentioned brew. He's got he's got a show. Do you know off the top of your head there, Hex? Is it called Ink and Brew?
I think
you
so.
can tell us in the chat, buddy.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let me go ahead and just make Scotsman a mod. And you can go ahead and throw your link in there, my friend. How's that sound?
See, I thought you should have known because in the way you introduced me, you were like, "Hey there!" Like I didn't know if you were leading into some kind of.
Listen, I know Scotsman. I can't recall the title of his show at the moment, and I apologize for that. There we go, Black and Brew.
Yes, Black and Brew. Okay.
Yeah, man. Throw your link in the chat so people can check that out. Antoine says today my name is Melanin.
Oh my god! Little brother. Oh my god! All these years, I could have used that. I never thought of that.
Right on the heels of Black and Brew too. Wow. Can you believe it?
I was going around saying I was Antonio Denizen. Yesterday I was on a Don Chin's stream because he was pizza man.
That not even I use that pronunciation.
Well, you know, I'm known to be retarded on occasion, and everyone knows this, so that's no surprise. Should come as no surprise. So,
how often do you have a brain lag?
It's intermittent, comes and goes.
Gosh.
Co-writer says there's a restaurant there named Black and Brew. Well, I'm surprised it hasn't been canceled yet. So yeah, everybody go check out Nephilim Squadron Volume 1 right now. I know I slurred on that a little bit too. Excuse me. I got coffee in my mouth and
it's in your mouth.
Wait, you're not
nicotine in my brain. I'm not eating pizza. Actually, I had a slice before the show. I don't eat pizza on stream anymore because Pale Rider will be sure to point it out.
You just keep breaking Pale Rider's heart constantly ever since then.
Awesome One says I'm lying naked and close to passing out.
Oh my god, I'm so envious. I'm so damn envious.
You came to the right stream, Awesome One.
Certainly did. Soul Ion is also agitated that I can't do female voices on trailers properly. I maintain that I take that as a compliment.
Oh yeah. Oh god, what was that? I just saw the
sounds like Caitlyn Jenner.
Through the Woods.
How dare you?
I just saw
Through the Verses reading. First 5. Yeah, that's something a video series I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be doing more books. Love it. Focusing on books that are available, you know, that you can actually get your hands on. Like if they're in demand or if there's a second campaign going that's offering those are the books I'm going to be doing with those. So I'll try to get to as many people as I can. So please don't nobody get upset if I can't. If I miss one here. I also have a lot to do and am somewhat lazy. So
please give him crap. Please just give Gabe shit. I appreciate
and so he can't really do like female voices because you know it's kind of hard if you have balls of steel, you know, that are big.
How about that?
Hey, that's not supposed to be an insult.
No, but you know, it kind of works the other way around. You know, like when somebody says insult somebody, you know, you just turn to that dwarf right below you and.
What the fuck?
I didn't say which.
In case anyone's confused, this is the dwarf she's referring to.
No, I'm not that short.
Well,
that you are.
I could tell otherwise. I honestly could.
Yeah,
wait till I find it.
Well, when you're on Amazon, everybody looks short to you. You know, it's not our fault. We're regular.
What?
Son of a.
That's all I heard.
Aren't we trying to insult us, you know, each other here? And you just keep you know throwing those compliments there. Just so happy. Yeah.
What's it feel like? What's it feel like to pick bananas off a tree?
I don't know. I don't need ladder. That's amazing.
I'm just asking. Oh, you son of a bitch!
I just feel inferior because my balls are like crumpled up tin foil.
I want to say the jerk off in 7th grade that first did that and called me Wald saw that and laughed his ass off on fucking Facebook.
Oh,
and it was like a 30-year-old knife being twisted in my kidney. And it was awful.
How would he have seen it unless you posted it?
It magically appeared.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You're proud of it. You're proud of it. Just
I'm not proud of it.
You are proud of appearing on that public service announcement from the National Park Association.
Yes, we already know that you are trying very hard to climb up to Chris with his red dress, you know, and doing a competition of your books. But yeah, it's not work. It's not gonna work, you know. Red dress is a one only thing.
Wow. Play with your bun.
Well, tell you what. We've had poor Jim sitting in the back for a while now. Right. So let's get to our wild card question, and then we will bring Jim in and talk about his project.
And since you're the guest of honor, you can choose question number 1 or 2 or 3.
Oh, all right.
We went with 2s. I mean, didn't we go with 2s today?
No.
Okay, sorry.
You went with 2 as usual.
Yeah. So
Hex, the choice is yours. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
I win anyway.
Okay, so your question is, what is the sexiest and least sexy name? Since we're already doing the kinks and bumpers.
Full name or just one name?
Yeah, I think just one name.
Adolf.
That's the sexiest one.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to think about we might have to think about our answers now.
Oh boy.
That's your pick for the sexiest name. No judgment. No judgment.
Like, Time magazine.
Sexiest and least sexy.
Oh, I thought you said least sexy. So.
Adolf is sexy, bro.
Okay, I was going for least. Okay.
Nice save.
All right. Okay.
Now, you're not on the spot or anything. You just said Adolf for the sexiest name in the world. Say Barbara, bro. Just come out with anything.
Okay. Oh God. I don't know.
Just pull out a calendar or something,
Raven.
Oh.
Raven is a bad name. Yeah, I've had 2 of them.
No, yeah, I'm thinking of a stripper.
There you go. Well, that's going to get you endorsements from this man right here.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute. Oh no, I should have said my wife's name.
Oh my God! It's climbing. Chris is climbing.
Too late now. Scotsman says next he's going to say put down.
Pol Pot.
Alrighty.
Well, that was terrible, but everybody be sure to check out Nephilim Squadron. I'm going to post that link in the chat one more time.
Yes. Please.
There it is.
Please back it. Oh yeah. You're missing a lot of stuff down below though. I have a.
I'm not. I'm down here.
Before we go. I know. Like at the very bottom. I've got a crossover with Global Frequency Studios.
Wait a minute. Who's this sexy man?
It's Joe Camel. If you back any physical tier of this one, and most of you have already backed Mavericks Volume 1, Origins Volume 1 from Global Frequency Studios, and if you back both of these campaigns, you get this cool print from Portuguese artist extraordinaire King 7. So yes,
that's very cool, man.
Right,
yeah,
so
it's a
there you
beautiful
go.
print.
Bring on Jim.
Alrighty, Hex. Well, thanks for being here, my man. It's good to see you, brother.
I know.
Be sure to return before you close out.
And guys, please go out there on your social media, share out links for this campaign, man. Support independent creators.
Please.
The book sold is a FU to the industry that hates you. Let's make some dreams come true. Share out these links. Let's get this campaign funded. Let's get this book made. Thank you, guys.
I think I got less than 20 days left. I don't know, maybe 12 backers. And is that all? Come on now.
We're getting more.
I feel like I'm being put in a corner here.
Hey, where can I find you on Twitter, Hex, so I can make sure to share these stuff out?
Hex_Allen. I think it's on the screen.
Got you. See it.
Nobody puts Hex in the corner. Adolf's in there with him.
I'm new to the internet, so if I ask any boomer questions, you know why.
No problem. I'm learning still. Yeah.
Alrighty, buddy.
I'm no spring chicken. So, hey, thanks again, Red and Katie.
Absolutely, my friend.
Steven, and I never met you before. The other guy.
Tony. Nice to
Tony.
meet you, man.
Tony, yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Yep. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Kick-ass looking
So,
book, man.
should I see myself out?
Certainly. I mean, unless you like to be handled.
Roll.
I'd rather you kick me out.
All right, guys. Have a good one, my man.
See ya.
See ya. Alrighty. Now, before we bring Jim on here, do you want to do something very special for Soul Eye on Katie? Because I know you got to go.
Yeah, I've been pointing that thingy over here above my head for such a long time. It's been, Soulline and I, we share history. It keeps, disappearing because of my background. But I have really ugly background, so there. And yes, that's the legend. Can you see her? She is mighty. She is pissed, and she is eating cabbage. I don't know why on earth did we come up with the cabbage, but because I just keep telling everybody that I like beet salad, right? All of a sudden they come up with the idea that I'm eating cabbage and I look like the character Little Mai. So in the beginning of this week I got a special package from Soulline. Thank you very much, my friend. And there was this beautiful note. I don't know if you can see it.
Hey, Katie, found just the gums too little to send, so I added a little extra. Enjoy, Soul Ion.
Perfect note. I'm just gonna put it somewhere, bookmark it. And so I got this beautiful package. I just couldn't wait to open it. I'm sorry. I'm just, I'm addicted.
You already opened it.
Yeah, it's like, wait. Okay, damn it. I need to turn it off, really. Sorry. So, right? Little Mai is there. She's there, right?
It's like she's being harassed.
Yes.
Or harassing.
Yes, yeah. I don't know how long this will last because I'm really a big fan of sweets. And the second package that came was this beauty over here. Nice. Because someone knows that I love gummies, right? And gummies just in case,
you've been shushed.
Yeah, and just in case, I got like a paper cut from opening it.
Are those condoms?
No. Seriously, with a
character
like this. Oh. Yes, Band-Aids for kids. Of course, she's a kid's character with Steven, right? Maybe 5 to 7 years old. You definitely want to put the character on condoms.
It was a cultural difference. I didn't know.
Sure.
I wouldn't have made such a note.
Right.
I would not have done that.
Of course. In which culture do they do this? In which one? Tell me. I'm very curious. I would like to enhance
I was unfamiliar with the character, so I did not know not to make a condom joke.
Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Chris in the house. He's finally swore off his ban, not his ban, but his boycott of the live stream. So thank you for that, Chris. Good to see you, man. You have the link too if you want to slide in. I know you're still in bed, but that's just the way we like you. Johnny Cage says the sass in this woman.
That's not true. There's no sass.
Crack the whip.
From way up high.
Awesome one is asking, where is this candy from?
Way down.
Oh, from there?
It's from Europe. It's I don't know if I can say it. Soulline is also from Europe, right? If he decides to say the country where he's from, that's okay. But he's practically my neighbor. But the thing is, like, over here we don't know this character, and I never heard of this character until he brought it up, right? Because I was wearing a bun on a stream, right? And
he was dead on accurate.
Ah,
that's not
amazing.
Okay, fine.
Jim, what do you think of all this? I'm sorry to keep you waiting for so long, my friend.
Awesome. That's what I was dumbfounded too. I didn't know what to say. It's like condoms just tumbled out of my mouth at this one point. Wait, nobody clipped that. That was awful.
Well, I think it's probably already too late.
Fuck my life.
And I did mention he was having microphone issues. I hope that's not still occurring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. We can sit here and make dick jokes.
Well, in any case, this is his project. Dig 2 Graves. Now, Stephen, I know you've seen this one before, and you like it.
I have. I really enjoyed this.
Wait. Something is happening. Suddenly he muted himself, so maybe.
I may play with it a little bit. Maybe it'll make noise.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. While we're waiting, why don't we have a sexy intermission? What do you think?
Let's do that. I'm afraid of where this is going.
Somewhere very
black and
blue. You never bite.
If you do, just nibble.
Well, now it's a mystery. Oh, hey, Jim.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, what's up, Jim?
Okay. Yeah, everything's breaking at the last minute there for me, so that's always fun.
That's the way it works, man. Welcome to the Indie Sphere.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Jim? Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Oh, no, man, that's all good. So, I'm good. I'm excited. It's almost Friday, and I am seriously tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all kind of share that sentiment.
Yeah, man.
But before we get too tired, we need to, lasso in some energy and talk about Dig 2 Graves.
Yeah, slap myself in the face a few times, get the juices flowing.
Yeah, smack it. Get a flipper. We got it.
Get an ice cream if you need. Make out with it a little bit like Marinus.
I hadn't even thought of that.
But yeah, first and foremost, you know how we do this. We're going to hear the pitch.
Okay, so when I came on here last time, I think I tried my best to really condense that elevator pitch to the short sentence. So I'd like to say it's a dark, gritty action revenge story. If you like, Kill Bill, if you like Mad Max, or if you just like those kind of grindhouse 70s, 80s, cop drama / revenge movies, this is kind of what we took those kind of stories and then brought it into a world where we expanded out the characters. So you get the grittiness, but you also get a really good story. And that's what we're doing with this one.
I mean, look at that art, guys.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
I was just very impressed by that refining of the pitch there, sir. Very well done.
Yeah, I've been doing this now what feels like 6 years at this point. But, you figured I'd have it narrowed down a bit more. So I'm working on that.
Well, again, you're kind of used to the convention scene, right? So you have more time to usually just kind of bat around the conversation and draw people in. That's the point. Draw them into the stand, keep them there.
Yeah, I'm not,
keep them there.
I'm not doing the elevator pitch unless it's like 100-story building. Then I could probably. That's my elevator pitches. I need a lot of stops.
And I love how we established a boob shot again. This time an under boob.
Oh yeah, under boob, some of my favorite.
Well, yeah, you gotta mix it up too. I call that the '90s MTV music video under boob shot right there.
Right, hail, brother.
Say hello to Creators Outlet. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Always good to see you. Pale Rider says, "Show the panty panel. Stop playing around." Well, you're just gonna have to wait, buddy. All right, just hold on.
And the bonus go.
But yeah, the art on this is fantastic. Who is your artist?
So my the lines, ink, all that's a guy named Von Randall, and then he recommended a guy he worked with named Kevin DeCastro. I think I always call him Kevin DeCastro. That's his name, but I think he goes by like his artist name, like Teven, I think it is. But yeah, they were a really good team. He came on and just added so many cool effects that I was blown away. So I lucked out. I pretty much just stumbled into that at this point.
Very cool. Yeah.
You lucked out, dude. Really. I mean, this is beautiful artwork. It pops right out at you. And for everything from the angles to the lines, the color, just the shading, everything is just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm blown away by what they accomplished, and I mean, I've got to see obviously the whole thing, so there's still so much great stuff that I'm keeping, so that way when people see it, they're seeing it for the first time, and can really have a chance to drink it all in.
It's like seeing a really good set of underboob and then knowing what everything looks like before everyone else. So I'm enjoying the underboob right now.
Well, you got to give them just the teaser. If you give them everything right up front, it's not as exciting.
Yeah.
It's just like a hint of areola right now.
Yeah, you got to subscribe to the OnlyFans to see it all.
That's right.
And I'll tell you what, it's not often you see somebody draw the front end of a gun from that viewpoint that accurately either.
Yeah, as an American, and I have guns, so for me, it's I see them all the time, but my artists are all international, so I don't know what kind of experience they have with them outside of, say, like a Hollywood movie. So he really was spot on. Because, I mean, I've had some variant art from people who've submitted it, and I was like, this is like a Rob Liefeld 1990, Cyberforce gun that doesn't seem like it makes sense in any context.
And 95% of all Hollywood guns are Berettas anyway, so it's like the same gun all the time.
Well, was that the Beretta 90? That's a good gun, though. So
it is a good gun.
I can't complain. So,
what's up, Pops? Good to see you, my man.
Yay, Pops.
Johnny Cage says, "Yay, boobies." I think, again, we can all relate to that sentiment.
See, I like these more grounded stories, these gritty, down-to-earth stories like this. Just as a, subjective taste.
Well, yeah, man, and that's the cool thing about the indie scene too. Is there's a lot of different genres, a lot of different types of stories out there. Yeah, you can
something for everybody.
You can find just about anything out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about the creative scene right now in the indie comics is, I mean, there's something for everybody at some point. So it's pretty awesome. And for myself too, I try to write stuff that interests me, but also I don't see as often, and I find that fun. So
yeah. Well, and you have to do that too, because I think if you try to write something that's not really in your ballpark, something you want to write, then it's probably not going to be as good as something you're into and really passionate about.
Yeah. So and for me, I love superheroes, but I don't tend to want to write them. I just not so I like to keep my stories kind of based in, like in this one is a reality based one, but the other ones I'm working on are, I don't know, for me they're just stuff I don't see as often, so I find that fun because there's not as many rules you have to follow in those cases.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, Jim, let's learn a little bit about you, sir. Now, I know we talked a bit last time about kind of where you came from and how you got into this, but actually, I think we've got a whole lot of different people in the chat this time. So if you wouldn't mind talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Didn't somebody cosplay this picture?
Yes.
For you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
did.
Yeah, that was so cool to see. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. I just that's I remember seeing this and going and liking the imagery and the art of it, and then I saw that on Twitter and I was like, that is awesome to see people supporting each other like that. Man, it must be an honor, Jim. Just to have someone do that for you.
Well, it was. They said they were a great show. They were super fun, and she cosplays, I guess, every book they do, and I was, especially as a creator, indie books, you don't really see people cosplaying your stuff that often. I mean, I had like cosplay variants, but that was somebody, I worked with to make them dress up. So somebody doing it on their own was probably the coolest thing I'd ever seen. My goal is one day to work the cons and see people as characters walk by that, I created. That'd be amazing. But yeah, so she was definitely the first I've seen so far. And,
yeah, Shay the Red. Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. If you go on my Twitter, and hers as well, it's up there and it's with that picture comparison. So.
Yeah, and I was even checking, like she was so detailed, even with those tiny what's the name? The tapes?
Bandages.
Yeah, those tiny bandages there.
Yeah, and she even she worked on getting the angle just right. She's holding up the bottle. Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah, I'm looking for that now. You say it's on hers or your Twitter?
You can look on mine. I mean, I'm sure hers is, but hers might be more buried at this point. Mine, you'd only have to go back a few. So.
All right, cool.
Soul Ion's getting inebriated. So yeah, Jim, tell us a little bit about your experience in the comic scene so far.
Well, for anybody who has heard already, I am a big comic fan from when I was a kid. I got back into it in late 90s, early 2000s, and just started writing again. And at this point, it was a little bit easier to find people online, up to a certain point in time. If you wanted to find an artist, if you didn't know somebody in your inner circle, it was really hard to find somebody.
Yeah, right.
But thankfully, yeah, so, found a guy online, did a few books. They weren't that great, but they were fun to do, and learned each time, as you did more. And now I'm in a good place, I think. Got a good team, got editor, got a great art team for this book, and I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, that's pretty much where I come from. I'm just a guy who loved movies, who loved comics, and had stories I wanted to tell, and found a medium I could do that in.
Well, that's beautiful, man. Let me ask you a question. Would you mind if Walton cosplayed this character, even though he'd be about 3 feet shorter?
Motherfuckers!
You have to shave as well. Can you imagine Walton with mustache with so many teeth?
I can totally see Walton with a porn stash.
What is with the teeth? I never had a porn stash. This is erroneous. I'm sorry, Jim. Please excuse my friends, their dicks.
No, I heard that earlier. That I started staring at you on the webcam, like I don't see the teeth thing. Like, I was like, does he have one of them like hidden back rows of teeth that you hear about in those medical journals?
Oh shit! I know somebody that has one of those.
No, yeah. It's like it's the fact that Steven has like a dark mustache, right? So whenever he fully smiles, the white American smile, right? It looks like it's a really big smile. So I say like you have a lot of teeth there.
It's because the fluoride in the water out here.
Right. Walton comes in.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, as somebody with a lot of hillbillies in their family, trust me, too many teeth is like the least of most people's problems. You don't want to be that guy with no teeth.
Walton comes in after every comment, kind of like this.
Okay. I mean, I was willing to mind my own business. I was willing to respect your territory and treat you like a man, but you couldn't leave it alone, could you?
No, we couldn't. No.
But yeah, I would love to see that cosplay. Like I said, you could be 2 feet tall. I don't care. I want to see somebody dressing up as characters.
You hear that, Peter Dinklage? Sorry.
I'm a big old fat guy, and I used to go around dressed up as Magnum P.I. I just would hold a little sign saying it was Magnum P.I. in the later years. You can work it into your cosplay.
Walton is a megalodon, confirmed.
Oh my god!
I think you have a bright, shiny smile, Stephen.
Thank you, sir.
That's what I meant, dude. Just terrible.
All right. Well, before it gets too off the rails, why don't we talk a little bit about the universe? So what's going on in what's the environment of Dig 2 Graves?
Like I said, I try to keep the book fairly grounded in reality. And while you got a badass female just kicking ass, I try to keep it to where there's a reason for things she can do and can't do. Everything's plausible in a sense where if you looked at it, you said, okay, I guess I could see somebody doing that. There's no one-man army.
So since she's a woman, she can't drive?
That's a common fact.
I don't address that for some reason. I skip that part.
You don't need to. For example, I'm a woman, and I can tell that after 7 years of not driving, if you put a steering wheel into my hands, I would probably start crying.
So, well, that sounds like it just comes from the inexperience of driving for the past, would you say, 7 years?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, but imagine that combined with being a woman.
Yes.
I'll save that for the sequel.
Leave it to the audience interpretation.
So, I mean, obviously, she does drive a car at one point, but I didn't put in there, passengers yelling at her for not using a blinker or something.
Does she run over anyone while she's driving that car?
I mean, if it does, it would be intentional though.
Do we have a Halle Berry situation?
Halle Berry did that? I didn't hear that.
It's like the front passenger bumper is hanging.
So, but no, I mean, yeah, I try to keep, at least for this story. I mean, obviously, I have other stuff in the works that there's no chance it could be based in reality. I don't know. For me, I find those more fun when you can read it and you can somewhat say, yeah, I see that happening. Or I could at least believe it could happen, if that makes sense.
Oh my god.
So.
That's good. Can you write down that word for me? Thank you, please.
What, Manilodon?
Yes.
it'll be there. Well, Pops is having a Holocron Con this month. All guests need to dress up as someone else's character. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, is that? I think if I heard correctly, was that the one he's doing at the end of October? I saw him on one of another show talking about that. I know that's a big one. So
I believe so. Yeah, I'm sure Pops can fill us in the chat, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to repeat myself since I know I was on before, and I do recognize a few names. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of where the book is. I mean, it's set what is essentially South Texas. We don't necessarily list anything, but you get it just from reading it. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're keeping it. And I can't even remember where I was going with it now. So.
Oh, my apologies.
No, that's not even you. Yeah, it has been a long couple days, so my brain's running like on autopilot at the moment.
No, it's all right. I understand completely. Trust me, I understand.
The campaign's down to like the last 10 hours, so I'm like chatting and doing shows and then trying to keep up with work, and it's just how it goes. It's all fun though, minus the work part. That part's not fun.
Of course. Yeah, man. Yeah, we only have about 10 hours left in this campaign, guys. So check it out. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat as well. Since I was derelict in my duties in setting up the stream. There, guys. Check it out. So yeah, let's get a little bit. Well, let's try to get a little bit more in depth about your hero. Or should I say protagonist?
And before you start, I'm just gonna quickly say bye and good night.
Alrighty, good night, Katie. Thanks for sticking in there.
Bye.
Bye, Katie.
Good night.
Other country, other hours. She's got to be up for work in the morning. But yeah. Tell us about your protagonist.
So when I first started this, when I first came up with the idea for it, or when I should say when I first actually started writing the story, it's like 2008. So as of now in Hollywood, there's a whole lot of action-led, female-driven shows. I just like to point out I beat them by like a decade at this point, but I just got slower putting it out. So the hero, Miranda Stone, she's a soldier. She's coming home. She's trying to kind of deal with her life transitioning, and then everything, just gets taken away from her. So I wanted to create a character who actually, has emotions, and doesn't just, go on a killing spree. She actually has to deal with the consequences of the loss of a family and a whole bunch of other things. So I'd like to say that, her journey is one you could see something, being a realistically happen to somebody. So, but we keep her still interesting. She still obviously can kick ass. A lot of that will get explained somewhat in these first two books, but you definitely see more of a dive into her history as we progress. So you get her backstory too, more so, and then you start seeing the things where she came from that explains how she can do so much.
Gotcha. Well, that's really cool. Yeah. All right, so like ex-soldier coming home. Yeah, that's almost, it's got a female Rambo feel to it, but I'm sure doesn't go down quite the same way.
No, like I said, the difference is like all those are. I mean, there's a lot of show. I mean, hell, Netflix just had like 4. It seemed like came out at the same damn time. They all feel like they're female John Wick, and I try to say my character's not that. She's not goes on an instant killing spree, taking out people left and right. There's,
a little more.
Those are fun, but not even just that. It's just, I don't know. Those are only fun for so much for me. And then after a while, it's like, all right, well, I've seen that already.
Yeah. When you get a flood of shoot 'em ups, it does. Yeah, it gets a little old after a while.
Yeah. But no, then the reason I pointed that out is too. I've had some people bring that up. Like, do you feel like, the rash of all these female-led action movies affects your title? And I said, well, yeah. I said, I'm sure it doesn't help that people see, so many of those and think this is just a comic book version of those. So that's why I like to point out that, one, I beat them by a long period. I just couldn't get it out the door fast enough. And two, it is different from those. So, there's that.
Yeah, it's a relatable character, not a... You're not putting other people down in your story to elevate her. She has her own merits to go off of.
Yeah, and that, and I actually give her problems, things for her to overcome, which seems really lacking in a lot of those movies. They're just amazing from the get-go, and that's nothing to be worried about, I suppose.
She can't just move rocks with her mind right off the bat, then.
Yeah, she's not Rey. She's not a Jedi Master with, a minute's worth of training.
Well, it looks like the storm took Walton out, so he'll be back next week, hopefully. Sorry, Wookie. I know you wanted to hear a Walton rant. But yeah, from there, why don't we discuss what's going on, why there's a problem, huh? So who are our antagonists in this? I'm assuming this guy might have something to do with it.
Yeah, he looks kind of menacing on his own. So for the main bad guys, or what you would, the antagonists in this case, they're still kind of like, the names haven't been revealed yet for a lot of them. There's a bit of a mystery, not just with Miranda, but for the readers. They're trying to figure out, why was they killed, and this forces her into that darker world where where we dive into each character, and then their stories kind of open up this world that she finds herself moving into, and having to discover, what who these people are, and what brought them to this moment where her family was killed. So like I said, at the moment we're just touching on them. Like I said, they get introduced in this series. Like, you'll see the main kind of overall, I guess you want to call him the bad guy, the villain. He's introduced. The bad guy here that everybody loves with the tattoos and the twirly mustache, he's here, but we don't know. We won't learn much about him until probably book 4. I want to kind of keep him. I want to keep readers kind of guessing onto who he is for a bit.
Gotcha. All right, man. That's cool. So we're setting up in this book. Soul Lion says, Red Gaze, can you do these out of order too? Like 2, then 5, then 1. Let me tell you why I do them in order. I had to mark them on the backstage in order, numbered, because I will totally do one and then do the same one if I don't have a number next to it, because I'm that low functioning.
I feel like I'm already like kind of crossing over from like 1 to 5 and half my answer, so it's almost like we're doing that anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, maybe one day, Soul Lion, when I'm a big boy, I might be able to do these more off the cuff. But yeah, especially when I first started, it was kind of tough getting it down. Sometimes I had them numbered and I still did the same one twice.
Yeah, I'm like computer illiterate, so if it came to anything technical, if it wasn't like easy push and click, I'm not mixing anything up that up.
It could be an OCD thing. I mean, Katie will tell you I have a thing with symmetry, asymmetrical things, images. Just yeah, I have real problems with those unless I'm really feeling it. So yeah, it could be a mixture of that as well. We all have problems, man. Okay, you don't have to point mine out publicly. So yeah, guys. Jim, before we get to that wild card question, is there anything else you would like to tell the fine folks about Dig 2 Graves, other than it's ending very soon and they should back it immediately?
I'm trying to think of new stuff. I mean, like I said, I've been pushing. It feels like I've been doing this book. Well, probably have been doing it for close to like 6 months, because I kind of went from Kickstarter then onto the Indiegogo. So I feel like I'm tapped out on new things to say. But there's a lot into this book, not just from myself, but from a great team. The story's going to run 12 issues, and our issues run 42 pages. So each book is like, double what you would get in a traditional comic. And I really think if you do like those types of stories where you like to see that, a world not full of nice people doing horribly mean things at times, and then, maybe themselves getting the karma on them as well, I think you might dig it. So.
Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't like to see bad people getting what they deserve?
Yeah.
Did you have a thought, Tony?
Oh no, I agree with that. Again, I like these grittier types of stories, the gritty world, and kind of just living vicariously, because we don't always get to see the a-holes get what they deserve in real life. So it's like immersing yourself in a story like this is always awesome, in my view.
Heck yes. And Hail to Frog G. Thanks for popping in, my man. Thanks for popping in and dropping those links. Appreciate it.
Hey, Frog.
Pet Writer says Red will only eat perfectly 45-degree angle cut pizza. That's you're not entirely wrong.
It's so rare too.
It is. Chris Fisk says I backed it like a female driver trying to make a 3-point turn.
Oh Lord.
Alrighty. Well, on that note, I'm going to do the wild card quick. This comes to you courtesy of Katie, but you're going to hear it from me. Okay, Katie asks, Jim, how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Well, I'm going to say like 100. Really smart chickens will stack up on top of each other so they can get on top and just start pecking from up there,
Take him from the top of the neck down.
I'm doing like really, genetically enhanced smart chickens, obviously. If we're just going dumb chickens in the wild, I don't know, 1,000.
Gotta go with the roosters.
Yeah. I mean, dumb chickens would probably just run. So there has to be some kind of chemical imbalance at least.
Yeah, like they need one leader to lead them into battle, and wave after wave of chickens getting stomped to death. Maybe the elephant will slip on the blood and fall and die or something.
The Stalin of chickens.
Sacrifice my friends for my chance to win.
Pale Rider would like to know if Tony is really Chimera using another voice. No, this is Tony. This is not Chimera. Not today, anyway.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage says chickens are mad dumb. It's true. Soul Ion's harassing me some more. It's okay. The previous number was 5, sir. I'm not that bad. Not today, anyway. Yeah, everybody check out Dig 2 Graves. The link is in the chat. It'll be in the description after the show. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate you coming, man.
Always. I really appreciate you guys having me on, man. And thanks for everybody in the chat and, everybody who has supported. I'm here now and the book's doing as it's doing because everybody in this community's been super supportive and super, I'm super grateful for everything, all the advice, all the opportunities everybody's given me.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, thank you. I like to hear that. Real quick before we go, we got the man himself, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, I got a lot of problems with you, Red.
Let me give you your proper introduction. There we go. There's Pale Rider's IP on display for everyone to see.
This is why I don't come to these things.
You must be a masochist then, because you always watch them.
I just gotta show support for Katie. That's all.
Well, Katie's not even here.
Well, it took me forever to get my computer to load up.
How you doing, Chris?
20 minutes to load up. I'm doing all right. Just got out of bed. I had to hurry up and throw on a hoodie. Try and hop in here before it closed.
You made it, but just barely.
Yeah. I wanted to get up at 6:30, but that didn't happen.
So what time do you go to bed, if you don't mind my asking?
Normally, I go to bed around like 1 p.m., but today I tried to go to bed as soon as I got off work at like around 7 in the morning.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, these third shift jobs are killer. Wookiee Supremacy says,
What must be what?
thank you for that, Wookiee. So Lion says, Sugar is a gem, but hardly on time, ever. Johnny Cage says, don't lie to yourself, Chris. Enjoy the moment. We'll try to find a more Chris friendly time where we can get you on more often. How's that sound? Well, we might even do a special stream just for you.
And that doesn't count hardly ever on time. This don't count. I'm not supposed to be here.
Chris says, I work third shift. The shift differential never compensates. I agree. There was a period, number of years I worked third shift, and yeah, I mean, even though the job was simple, it was insanely simple. I did the overnights at a drug and alcohol rehab. Everybody's sleeping. I just brought in my laptop and played World of Warcraft all night. But it's still, I mean, it was still killer. Just trying to sleep during the day. It catches up after a while.
I've done it since I was about 20. So about 12 years now.
Jeez
Props to you, man.
Yeah,
I managed a strip club for a while, and I mean, we were making pretty good money too, but those hours kill me. Like when I am on a normal schedule, I can sleep like 5 to 6 hours a night and be fine. But when I'm working all night like that, it's like 10-hour sleep shifts, and I always feel like shit. So props to you, dude.
Yeah, damn. Now I understand why you're always so cranky, Chris.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, Red. No, not at all.
Circadian rhythms.
Well, I didn't think it would. I mean, I'm pure sunshine, joy incarnate. Frog G says, tickle the algorithm, smash the like, ding the bell, and subscribe. Please do all of those things. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, Red, I've joined that race to 1,000 subscribers that I see, on Twitter.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've joined it now. I'm gonna try to come in first.
What you need to do, Chris, is entitle your movement "Race to the Race," because when you hit that 1,000 subscribers, you know what you have to do.
Yeah. I hope people would forget about that.
Okay, listen, we got this guy in the chat all the time. Ain't nobody forgetting as long as Pale Rider lives and breathes. Chris has agreed to do the red dress race in Louisiana when he hits 1,000 subscribers. So go on over and subscribe to Chris immediately. Tell all your friends. Make sure he hits that 1,000.
Is there a way to subscribe 2 or 3 times just so we can make sure that number hits?
I guess you can make a few different accounts.
We need that to happen. How's it going, good man?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Of course we do. Oh, come on, Chris. That was uncalled for. Alrighty. But yeah, we were just about to wrap it up, but I appreciate you stopping in, Chris.
Yeah. I guess.
No.
Looks like somebody's on the rag, huh, man?
On that note, thank you everyone for coming out. We appreciate you guys. Thank you everybody for the support, for channels, projects, everything you guys are out here just supporting and showing love to. We appreciate you guys. And catch us next Thursday at the same time. And of course, there's a slew of Rogue streams, and on Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, they're all over the place. But check us out. Me and Tony will be with ETEP on Mondays as well for Going in Raw, and Vinny attends that stream also. Tony, is there anything you would like to pitch before we get out of here?
If there are any wrestling fans, check out my channel, The Clown World Review, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're actually doing a retrospective on the Monday Night War from week 1 to week whenever it ended. Come check us out.
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, Tony needs more subs. Absolutely.
I'm only 825 away from 1,000.
All right. You going to get into that race to 1,000 as well?
I did, sure. Hell yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody, don't forget to back Dig Two Graves by our good friend Jim here. And also check out Nephilim Squadron. I'm going to put the links for both of these in the description as soon as we finish up. Also, before we go, Sunsworn News of Vengeance is printing as we speak. So if you haven't gotten on board with that, you're running out of time to do so. Shadow of the Kraken by our friend Vinny. Always needs more love. You know, Vinny always puts out quality work and ships like a mofo. So back our boy. Also, Bonds the Drive is in demand, and that'll be closing soon, probably around next month or so. So there's limited copies available. Make sure you get in on it. There have been a few people picking them up, so when they're gone, folks. Bonds the Drive 2, or not the Drive, Bonds 2, The Cursed Child is coming next year, along with Sunsworn March of the Dominion as the second novel in the series. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that stuff. And once again, thank you all very much for coming. We appreciate you guys. Chris, give us words of wisdom to take us out on. Yes. Oh, there we go. No words required. Hell yeah. Thanks for coming out, everyone. We love you. Peace.